Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is the GE 7-2929A. It's an AM/FM TV band classic portable radio. During this video, perform an evening medium wave band scan, but first we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third I'll start cruising the evening band. So here it is, the classic 2929, circa 1981. Rocking it out old school, gotta love it. All analog beauty here. This is a great radio. You can find this selling on eBay. If you're prudent, you'll get it for under 20 bucks. I looked at sold listings. There was a couple, and people waited to buy them, and they got good deals. If you wait to buy it, you'll get a good deal too. I get it. Everybody wants this radio under 20 bucks, and that's the good feel-good factor for it. So 20 bucks it is. If you don't want to wait for a deal and you just want to buy it outright, there's a bunch of listings from 25 to 30 bucks. Not much more than 20. So there you go. I'll link down the paid link section if you want to support the channel. You're looking at these things, you pick one up and you use my link. Awesome. Because I'm an eBay partner, I earn commissions on some qualifying purchases, which hopefully is this. And it doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of the seller's and eBay's pocket. So awesome. Not only are you getting a cool radio, but you're sending a few cents my way so I can buy more of these awesome gems. So yeah, awesome gem it is. Let's look at the features of the 2929A. So picking it up, you see right away it's a vertical format with a built-in handle. Really digging that style. They just don't make them like that anymore. I think Texan was like one of the last companies to build a radio like this. And yeah, you just don't see them. I really like it. Maybe I'll go back to something like this. So going to the left-hand side, we have an FM antenna, which is 30 inches long. Nice. Cool. Loving that design. To the front, you can see we have TV sound, and we got this painted silver, which is in fantastic condition. I must have bought this like new in the box or like new out of the box because I don't have a box for it. It sits on my shelf, but yeah. Our bands, FM AM, you can see FM's AFC 88 to 108 AM. Started at 520. During the day I got to 1640, so that was nice. We do have a log scale, which is very usable on this radio. A TV low, TV high, we don't use those anymore in the US, so you could use that area, this whole bottom area, for log scaling, which is nice if you're into that. Down here, we have a cool speaker grill, loving it. All plastic again, hard plastics. They didn't believe in soft plastics back in the day because they didn't have them, I think. And yeah, these radios last forever. Two-way power, we got a 3-inch speaker there with a decent tonal quality too, which is surprising because it lacks tone control, but it makes up for it, a decent sound. Right hand side, we got tuning wheel and volume on-off control. Here we have a 4-band select switch. We have FM, AM, TV low, TV high. And wow, look at that. Big white marker, big white lettering. You know where you're selecting, which is nice. Go to the back of the radio. You can see it says GE and the model number there. And over here it says made in Hong Kong. Definitely 1981. I looked at the date code inside the battery compartment there. And the second number was 1, which I think designates the year in the decade. And this is definitely an 80s radio, and 1 would be 81. And made in Hong Kong definitely verifies that because all my super radios in that time frame are made in Hong Kong. Anything after like late 80s and early 90s, they started making them in China. Here we have the earphone jack. And behind this door, which we're going to leave off because this little tab sticks up and it snags my cloth. So we're going to take this off. You can see the battery bay, which is cool. So it runs on 4 AA batteries. It's kind of weak, but that's okay. It has a built-in AC cord. Yeah, like it says GE on it. It's like brand new looking, like they never took it out of the little container here. So you can plug it in the wall and then route your cord out the little notch there. Nice. And you can have yourself a nice shop radio. That's handy to have. So let's do a quick size comparison, and then we'll start cruising the band. So we can hear in the evening band. Now yesterday I was hearing everything. I was going to put it up so you pretty much don't see the handle. I want to see more of the dial. Yeah. So let's see. We have culprits, always. CC Pocket. It's 11:45 p.m. That's Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA, for the sake of the band scan. And our month is the middle of September, and it's 2024. Rockin', yeah. Rockin' the old school in 2024. I love it. But there you go, CC Pocket. itty-bitty. It's tiny compared to that. Look at that. It's Pee Wee Herman. What else do we got over here? We have CC Skywave. Now, this is a really nice radio, CC Skywave 2. I always have it out for my frequency checker to make sure I'm on the right frequency. If I think I'm in a ballpark, I'll tune into this radio and see if it's the same. If it matches up, then it gives me a good idea I'm in the right area. The dial accuracy is fairly good. It leads a little faster, so the needle's a little ahead of itself, but that's fine. It's pretty predictable. But there you go, Skywave 2. Looking nice. Antenna jack there. AM, FM, stereo, weather, airband, shortwave. I love this little guy. 70 hours and 2 AA batteries. You can't beat it. You know, standard stuff. Loving it. All right, cool. If you don't have those two radios, of course, we always have Iron Man. He the man with the master plan. He loved GE radio from Hong Kong land. He's Iron Man. Rocking it out like no one can. He's Iron Man. Anyway, I probably should show you more. That's standard size playing cards. Awesome. Yeah, you know, there was this person that used to gripe on me for not using like a money or something like that. And I'm looking around on my desk and I thought I had some money laying around here. And I don't. So, you know, we'll use this next best thing. How about a diesel battery? There we go. Always have those laying around. I guess I don't have any money. I guess my wife spent it. Okay, so deck of cards, you got it. Diesel battery, you got it, right? Okay, cool. So let's turn it on and rock out. So I noticed my radio is a little finicky on the switch, so I think it needs cleaning. So we're going to go ahead and start on FM, switch to AM, and hopefully it works. So let's go ahead and turn it on. It's been a while since I've used a radio. So we're on FM, we're going to switch to AM. Okay, wow, picking up some static from something. Oh, there we go.
Your news, conversations, and a whole lot of fun. It's all on your local Civic Media radio station or the Civic Media app. On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Could you and McGregor...
So I think this is 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, which is to the north. You can point the radio to the north or the south because that internal ferrite antenna is bidirectional. In the evening, it's kind of interesting because you'll find maybe 2 or 3 stations in these directions.
And the Phantom Menace played the character in the 6-episode series.
All right.
The series will return for a second season. McGregor says when the roof comes down, it's pretty calm. You call John Bill Roofing, but the storms are back. You know the weather follows.
Okay, I think this is 550 KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts.
Nose on your door, mailbox, maybe your windshield wiper, and they tell you to call. And you think you're getting a deal. You give them half the money, and you
Go, you know the thing.
Hannity is on right now.
Here's 560 IND, Chicago, The Answer, local station. I think that's 600, but it's not coming in great. Yeah, I think it's a 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 52 miles to the north, 10,000 watts. Maybe not.
I mentioned earlier that what's happening in Springfield, Ohio, it's happening in Springfield, Ohio is
Okay, that's 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Okay, cool.
We're trying to pay my car payment. No, that's not how it works. So, sorry. Yeah, you're going to end up paying something, Brianna. And the sooner you can get to somebody and get a settlement negotiation begun, you're better off to do it in person.
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Here we are.
But if you can get that pulled off, that's going to be your best route, because you're not going to get out of Dodge on this without paying something. Joe's in Chesapeake, Virginia. Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hey, Dave. How's it going?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Rockin on CFCO Country Music out of Chatham, Ontario, 630. This is 310 miles, 6,000 watts to the northeast.
Network. Good health matters. Remember to always
WMFN 640, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles, 1,600 watts.
learn more health tips at blackhealthmatters.com. From your home for 24/7 news.
It is a song of inspiration, a beautiful one at that. Let's hear Tammy now doing You'll Never Walk Alone on WSM at night.
So here's WSM, Nashville, Tennessee. Coming in good as usual. WSM out of, it's on 650. It's 434 miles south.
Hold your head up high.
New York accent there, 660 WFAN, New York, New York, 750 miles to the northeast. It's hard to pick up because it's really close to 670, which is my local station here in Chicago.
That team has not been prepared since that 6-1 start. They weren't prepared to play that 2012 when they got smashed.
You haven't been all in.
The following last year, 1-6 or 1-7, didn't have a lead in the game. Other than the Cardinals to like game 6.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, it's our mission to help you earn and save more with exclusive member rates and discounts.
Here's 670 the score, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
By October 15th, you could get one.
Oh, I forgot to mention FAN, WFAN, New York, New York there, 660 is home of the Yankees.
Other things like, what if this advertisement has a catchy tune? What if it gets stuck in your head? How long will it be stuck in your head?
That song is terrible. It sounds like terrible analogy. Far worse than the song. No, it's not. Because you understand what I'm talking about. Just like the bad clothes, bad mustaches, that's where that's exist at. It's something like that. That's all I'm saying. Bad stuff.
Garner 4-3 victory over the Twins.
690 is CKGM, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. Nice.
The first and second, the pitch. High fly ball. It's a deep left field. Going back nothing. He's at the wall. He looks up. He leaps. In the basket. 3-run home run. Gansby Swanson. And the Cubs now up 6-0.
Yet is why the hell it took him 2 or 3 days to come out and say this.
Here's WLW 700, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles to the east.
And she certainly repeated it at a campaign rally the next day. Why did it take him 2 days?
In the middle of everywhere, surrounded by open spaces, rivers and trails. Ottawa is a natural setting. It allows you to get outdoors and enjoy some fall relaxation, settle down and snuggle up.
720 WGN, another strong station in my area. Chicago, 720.
And B&Bs. Plan your fall trip today at visitottawail.com. Brought to you by Ottawa, the middle of everywhere. And the Illinois Office of Tourism.
That's awesome. There's a saxophone and like rap music. That's killer. 740 CFCM Zoomer Radio, Toronto, Ontario. Always surprising me. 460 miles to the northeast. That's awesome.
Bye-bye.
The all-night jukebox on Zoomer Radio, the original greatest hits. Watch for just $250 a month. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest and approved credit.
Here's WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles to the southeast. Yeah, not bad on 750.
Oh, good for her. Yeah, we're really proud of her. Tyler, on the other hand, though. What's going on? He's been moody lately.
Name a difference between her and Biden. And she's like, well, and then also, I'm a black woman. Here we go.
And so I wonder if there
760 WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
where you would say, I'm a different person.
Well, and obviously not Joe Biden. And,
Yes,
you know, I offer...
We're human. No!
So, for example, thinking about developing and creating an opportunity economy where it's about extra security needed. If they don't up his security, which they should, he may be forced to hire his own
With much love and respect, that's ridiculous. None of these, they're not going to supersede the United States.
So this talk radio here is WABC, 770, New York, New York.
The Secret Service doesn't work with other
So decent selectivity, which I'm pretty impressed with. Right, as long as the stations are coming in.
3 to 4 p.m.
This is very warm, a high of 86. Featuring the news that matters and breaking news that
Here's top of the hour, WBBM, Chicago News Radio, 780.
Radio 1059 WBBM.
Coming up at 12:05 is when radio was. In the meantime, here are stories we'll be following on News Radio WB.
Biden destroyed this country 4 years ago.
833-594-0075. That's 833-594-0075. On the web, it's LoneStarTransfer1word.com.
Accurate Foundation Repair has been helping our friends and neighbors since 1999. Over 47% of our gross revenues are referral business. You want your home fixed right? Call Accurate Foundation Repair. It's the quality price you can afford with a warranty second to none. Call Accurate Foundation Repair at 972-622-2500. That's 972.
So you got a kind of western accent there. That's WBAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles to the southwest. And we're picking up Joliet, Illinois on WCPT, which is southeast. So it is a strong station, so they're kind of crossing paths here.
Rates, home prices, inventory. Right now might be the perfect time to purchase the home of your dreams.
Music programming 8:30 because I'm not picking up WCCO. So if anybody knows musical programming 8:30 in the evening, let me know. Just make it out.
Carried the rifle across state lines or obtained it abroad. The serial number obliterated and unreadable to the naked eye. The license plate on the Nissan registered to another vehicle that was reported as stolen.
ABC's Rachel Scott, investigators doing a deep dive into Ralph's background.
So here's 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. Usually coast to coast and ground zero in the evening.
Repeatedly posted about supporting Ukraine and traveled there 6 times since Russia's war began in 2022.
ABC's Peter
Metro with a high in the mid-80s.
There's going to be 1 or 2 gusty thunderstorms rolling in on Tuesday afternoon. A storm system going to the north will push storms off the foothills and the mountains and move them from west to east right across I-25, Metro Denver, and the Front Range area. This will happen between 3 and 5 o'clock. They're going to come through quickly, and the speed of these storms could generate gusty wind up to 40 to 45 miles per hour.
Fox 31 Chief Meteorologist Dave Frazier. The Colorado Department of Agriculture looking
So here we are coming nice and clear. This is 850 KOA, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles to the west.
One will serve the Central Mountains and the other on the western slope. Our next update at 11:30. I'm Tony Manis on KOA News Talk Sports.
As you take to the main highway, pourrait être trop grande pour que la cour soit certaine que le suspect visait Trump avec son fusil. Il sera donc plus facile de
860 CJBC, Toronto, Ontario.
fusil pointé sur lui. Le procureur a ajouté qu'il serait très difficile pour
The eclipse in the sky without a telescope or binoculars. They've reduced the field of view.
Fenway Park has the Ted Williams seat. Now Citi Field has the Grimace seat. The big purple McDonald's.
Here's 870 coming in clear. WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, to the south, 865 miles. Not bad.
Grimace threw out the first pitch in a game where the Mets beat the Marlins. The victory began a 7-game winning streak for the Mets. Grimace, as a good luck charm, went viral, taking on a life of its own.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. We offer auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance. Today.
And the quality is guaranteed. Absolutely. Plus, you'll be...
And quarterback less than a minute later in just 5 plays, Cousins had the Falcons at the Eagles 7. Waving London to the far side.
Sports Stations 880 out of New York, New York. WHSQ, formerly known as WCBS. Yeah, what happened there, right? Well, that's what happens over time. Things disappear that we have had for years. Well, we'll keep going.
Clark, ABC News.
A federal judge set a September 30th trial date for voting machine company Smartmatic's defamation lawsuit against Newsweek.
Here's 890 WLS Chicago. I think the little harmonic you're hearing there is from the camera.
Defamatory statements in the weeks following the 2020 election, implying that the company had used its software to somehow rig the results.
Go a little quicker. That's 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Yeah, that music comes in great in the evening. Not so great during the day, which is like, what the frick? I don't understand it. Let's keep rocking here. I think this is Denver, 950 WWJ. Denver. Detroit. Did I say Denver? I think I said Denver. Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles east.
It's called stick powder, and my really hilarious wife.
And about your performance, just tell me what felt better, what felt more...
Well, you know, Lisa, I still am not sharp enough. You know, I didn't feel like I was sharp enough today, accurate enough. I got to be better. But that last drive hopefully can give us a boost going into next week. We can build on that. You know, there's a lot of new, and it takes time. I was pleased with the way we finished tonight, but there's still so much to get better on.
You talked about just how long the journey back was, just how difficult the rehab was.
1000 WMVP, Chicago.
We're just getting this one built on.
You know, Lisa, it was big. It was a big drive. It was, you know, good character building deal.
Everyday essentials, deli, dairy, fresh produce, and so much more. 1860 Center Avenue. Open every day. Return to the magic and mystique. The Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival is back. Weekends through September 29th. Enjoy the fantasy, knights in shining armor, minstrels, comedy, fine arts, and crafts.
Yeah, Renaissance fairs are so cool. We have one by Bristol, Wisconsin. KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles to the east, northeast.
AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 platinum preferred house,
Even if they have the money for a mortgage.
Sometimes it just takes taking down some of those barriers, and it opens up a whole new world.
Another $3 million of the money will go towards the city buying up affordable housing, and the last $1 will go to small businesses. Kiana Rice is one of the Boston residents who benefited from the down payment program.
You know what?
They're absolutely right. I'm taking this money and I'm running with it.
Running with it.
Boston's News Radio. The city of Lawrence is celebrating the May.
So there you go. I just talked through the call letters, I think. But Boston News Radio, WBZ 1030, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles northeast.
Lawrence celebrated the remodel of the historic stone mill with a ribbon cutting at what is now the stone mill lab. Congresswoman Will.
Former president's golf course and more charges if you like.
Coast to coast, I think, believe on WHO 1040, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles west.
Electric apartments are expected to.
The initial counts of possession of a firearm as a convicted felon.
I think that's 1060. Let's just double check.
The charges relied on unreliable narrators to testify in exchange for
1050. That's 1050. Okay.
November 5th election.
I can't hover on it though, because George Norrie, yeah, he copyrights this stuff.
Was able to get so close to him. Just 2 months after another.
Warriors at their word. Police investigated their statements.
Here's KYW 1060, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. It's a good evening for scanning with an old classic like this. I love this. This is awesome. Old analog radio, just sounding good. If you plug it in, it sounds just as good. There's no hum or anything from the transformer. They just built them well back in the day. Like I said, you can find these all over the place, so you can definitely pick up a nice example.
At least one firefighter suffered minor injuries when a pipeline caught fire in suburban Houston.
The towering pillar realistically have a building more than, I don't know, 10 stories? Unless you have... rate of break.
Okay, this is 1090 KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles. I always have my viewers mention why I pass it up, and I go, sometimes it doesn't come in that great, but this is coming in good, so I make a chance, try to find it. They got religious programming, and this is religious music. Here's WTAM 1100, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles, and coast to coast, which we're going to hear now through the rest of the band. We only got 3 minutes left, so I'm probably just going to zoom it up to the top of the band, and we'll do final thoughts on the radio.
AI errors could drastically affect people's lives in potentially awful ways. AI errors.
I always get the last name wrong. Tua Tagovailoa, or Viola, well, whatever. Tua. We just call him Tua.
Here's KMOX 1120, St. Louis, Missouri.
Doctors are determining a course of action following the fourth confirmed.
You've got a hint of WBBR there, 1130.
And he's seeking their input into the severity of his latest.
Sorts of incidents with the AI-generated reports that are created using the audio.
I think this is 1180 Wham, Rochester, New York, 545 miles. Let's just double check that. See if I'm ahead of myself. Nope. There we are. Wham.
Yes, writing up a police report can be time-consuming, but
Is that at the top of the band?
Now, in theory,
Against the former #1 overall pick, they turned up to a flyer.
1530. Oh, yeah. Cincinnati. Gotta love this. Sometimes it comes in nice and strong, sometimes kind of weak. WCKY, 300 miles east.
And they had a chance to review the game tape. They decided to make eliminated.
then why, for example, was the president...
1540 KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles west.
If he's truly Hitler, why...
Actually, it might be copyrighted. CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Nice. That's 1610. Radio technically is supposed to go to 1620 to stop. I think that's 1630 right there, KCJJ, the mighty. Iowa City, Iowa, 175 miles, 1,000 watts to the west. And that's it. Sweet, we'll stop it right there. Okay, there it is. The GE 7-2929A from 1981. Still rocking it. I love it. Like I said, you could pick one up for 25 bucks and get yourself a piece of history, something really cool to look at. Yeah, plug it in the wall, just have it belting out tunes or whatever you want. It's a really good radio. Yeah, you won't be using TV bands, but hello, we got TV, we just watch it. But I know some people like listening to TV when they're doing stuff, which is kind of cool, but can't do it anymore, unfortunately, unless they come out with some kind of digital radio that decodes it. That would be kind of fun. But yeah, FM AM works great, so as you can hear. Might need a little maintenance on the switch here. Mine does. I do have to use some deoxic. Switch cleaner is fine. Any type of deoxics should be fine. Doesn't hurt the switches. They're mechanical. When you start cleaning faders, you want to use the fader formula, like your volume control. But your power, let's see, your tuning is going to be in that sealed variable capacitor. It's difficult to clean those. Usually just leave them alone. Going up and down with them a little bit, working back and forth sometimes helps them. So, all right, well, there it is. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. If you liked the radio, give it a big like. Yeah, hit the like button. The like button. I don't know. They always say, it helps the algorithm. It's like, why do we have that stuff? It's like, come on, we love radios. That's what it should be. Anyway, if you like General Electric, you like old school classic radios, you want to see more, hit subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of future videos showcasing old classics. I really want to get more classics, so if you guys are buying these radios with my links, I'll be able to get more. Like pennies on the dollar, I'll get like 2%, whatever she sold, but it's all right. 2% is better than no percent, and yeah, I can put it towards a classic like this versus, something new school digital. I can go old school analog, and people like that. I find that I get a lot more views on these older radios versus the newer radios. What's up with that, right? It's amazing. So there you are. And of course, 3, comment below. We think about the 2929A from 1981, using it today in 2024 and beyond. Is it a radio you're going to pick up at 25 bucks or 30 bucks? Does that sound good to you? Are you going to be one that waits for, try to get one, snag it under 20? Or did you find one at a thrift store for $1? I get that a lot. Like, hey, I got one for $2. I'm like, good for you, dude. I wish I could got mine for $2. I just don't have time to run around thrift stores, but it's a cool place to find used radio. Sometimes they're broken antennas and stuff like that, but otherwise, it's a good place to look. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.